Hello and welcome to Tech. I'm Mohammed Adnan, and in this video we are going to discuss about how to save the email also with the attachment in the SharePoint list. And this will be use of Power Automate for this video. If you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. So there was a request in the community that how we can save the email in the SharePoint list also with the attachment. So the default connector which we have is actually works fine, but the only problem is the body of the message, it converts into an HTML tag. It doesn't look nice and not easily readable for that. So for this reason, I made a small changes to this flow so that we can attach the attachment also, and also we can have this email body almost look and feel the same how it available on the email. Okay, so this is my SharePoint list, and here you can see from email from date and subject and email body, everything is here. Now in order to do that, let's go to Power Automate, and in the Power Automate we have an option of, if I go to create here, we can use this instant cloud flow. So whenever we have this trigger, so that whenever we receive an email, it will follow this trigger. So by using this instant cloud flow, I use this when a new email arrives in the Outlook 365 options, and here I am looking at the inbox when an email arrives here, and after that I am just using this one which is HTML to text converter, and if I click plus here and if I click on add, I just want to show you these things when a new email arrives. If I click on Office 365 connector, if I click on Office 365, so here you can see trigger. Actually you need to click on trigger here when a new email arrives. So this is the option which we need to use. If you use that, then we'll have these options. And let me close this one, and after that we have HTML to text preview. If I click here and then type HTML, and here we can use the HTML text preview. If I click on this one, this is actually asking about I need to pass the content here. So what I did is I just clicked here and then use the body of that email message which is from the previous step. So click here, delete, and now we have this item. And after that, once it is done, I am just connecting an option which is a new connector for create an item on the SharePoint. If I click on the plus icon and add an action and use a SharePoint here, if I click here, there you can get an action of, in the action we have option of create item, right? It's not actually create file, it's an create an item we need to use. So if I use that option, it is asking me to use the site address, the list name and title from email and everything here. So basically this is actually the site address I need to pass, and once I do so, it will just give me the available list in that particular site. If I select on this list, it just pop up all the available options inside to this list. So here in this case I have this from email and from date and time and subject and email body. So all these things has brought up here. So I need to pass those information here, and if I click on title, I can select this value from the previous step, which is the subject for subject, and from is for from, and date and time is for date and time. And for email body, I need to use, this is from HTML preview, actually not from the email body itself. If you do so, then it will just convert this into a plain HTML and you may not be able to read what the content inside to that. So for that you need to use this one. So this is how you can able to create this, and once you run this flow, it will work absolutely fine. And now the next part is about the attachment. So in order to have this attachment, so first of all you need to create on this step and then click on add an action, and here you need to use attachment. And we are using Office 365, click here, and here we have an action of get attachment. So we need to use the get attachment option from here, and once you do so, if I click on the get attachment for example, and here it is asking message ID and attachment ID. If I click on this one, and here I need to pass the message ID which is actually in the email. Here you can see the message ID here, and for that you need to select this one. If I click on this one, it will be here, and if I click on attachment, and here also you need to go to email and then click on attachment ID. It should be attachment ID. If I click here, then it actually creates the loop statement here, because there may be chances of you may have one or more attachment inside to an email, so that it automatically creates apply to each a loop here, and so that we'll get on every attachment we'll get these options here. And now it is asking us to original mailbox address. So for this, what we need to do here, it can be optional, so it is a plain I have set up here, and after that I'm just using add attachment as an additional step. So here also I'm going to click on this action step and add an action, and if I click on SharePoint, and here you can see add attachment, right? So that is what I have used here. And here if I expand this, I need to same pass this one, the site address, the list name, and here it is giving us the options of ID, file name and content. That's the beauty, right? If I click on this ID here, actually I need to select the ID from this previous step, which is this one. So I have selected this ID here, and after that I need to pass the file name. The file name can be the same as the attachment name. That's fine. If you want to make it a different one, then you can also use this here. And for the file content, actually you have multiple options, but the thing is you need to select a different one. If I go here you can see this attachment content, right? So instead of that, actually you need to use this one, content bytes. So then only it will work. So the attachment option, if you use this one, this will not work. So for this you need to select the content byte. So if you do so, then this will run this flow, and then you can have all these kind of things here. And if I click on any of the email, if there is an attachment inside to that, then definitely you will see those attachment here on this area. So for an example, I have made this video, and if I scroll down, and here is my the PAN and GST, and here you can see these attachment options here. So just a quick recap, what you need to do here is basically, first of all, you need to click an instant cloud flow, and then you need to use the when a new email arrives, and then select your inbox folder, and after that you need to connect one more thing, which is HTML to text, and here you need to pass the body, and after that you need to use one more connector, which is to create an item in the SharePoint. Here you need to pass the site address and then the list name. It will pop up all the available columns in that list, and then you need to pass all this value, but make sure you are passing the email body from the HTML text, not from the directly email. And after that you are going to use this get attachment flow, and once you do so, here you need to pass the message ID and attachment ID, and once you do so, it will create a loop automatically for the attachment, because it may have multiple attachment. And after that, inside to this itself, you need to click on add attachment options of the one more flow, and here also you need to pass the same site name and the same list name, and here you need to select the ID which is coming up from this flow, and attachment name you have to pass it from the email itself, and for the file content, make sure you are using the content bytes. So then only it will work as expected. The only problem which I have seen on using this method is basically, if you look at this one, and here you can see my email messages here, but the only problem for this one is kind of HTML images here, text here, right? This is actually an image of my taik18 logo, but it is actually giving the link of this wherever it has, but the image inside this email, it is not converting into an actual image. So this is yet to be done, and even I have seen this in the community of this Power Automate thing, but there is no default option as of now available in the flow. Maybe in future they will develop for that, but as of now we can just convert a plain HTML text into a readable format, except there is an image. If there is an image, then unfortunately we are not able to do that. So that's the one thing I want to highlight for you. If you like this video, just click on the big thumbs up button. If you are new to this channel, or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button, and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. But make sure you turn on the notification on your devices. Share it with your friends and colleagues. If you have any queries and feedback, just post it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. See you in the next video.